And, you know, in the meantime, while that's happening, hey, how about a simple wrap up on this one? The ongoing story that is stop killing games.
Okay. Stop it.
Stop it. Don't do it.
Stop
Are you
killing them.
are you about to kill a game? You look like you're about to put
I
the game down. Hey,
I don't think my
hey!
criticisms are that strong of Death Stranding.
Video Games Europe lobby. I see you. You're about to kill a game. Stop it. Put it down. Unfortunately, that lobby consists of everybody. Last I checked. Everybody?
Everybody in Europe?
I think.
Probably.
No, I think we're talking everyone. Let me pull up the videogameseurope.eu. The lobby that's against Stop Killing Games includes Activision, Blizzard, Netflix, Microsoft, Sega, Roblox, Riot Games.
Oh, the whole gang.
Niantic, T2, WB, ZeniMax, all of it is Square Enix, etc.
If I remember
Sony.
correctly, this was born out of Ubisoft taking the crew offline for and disabling people who owned it from playing it for no reason.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and so the story, it seems like it got pretty complex, but overall, Accursed Farms is the YouTuber behind this campaign, and basically has been pushing for a EU and for a UK specific parliamentary recognition of essentially just making sure that when a game gets purchased by the consumer, if the security of feature on the game, if the game has a call home feature, that the developers should provide an easy way for them to keep playing if the call home feature or server gets switched off. So if there's any sort of thing where it has an offline mode and the game is going offline from live service, but you've bought it, the game being taken away from you after you've spent your fucking money on it. Pretty simple concept.
Yeah, one of the things about it was that the crew had a fully functional single player mode that didn't require online authentication at all. But Ubisoft was like, nah, no more crew for anybody.
Mm-hmm. And so we've talked a bunch about, I think, over the years, these games where people get them back online through, whether it's a Halo or Titanfall, and they just get home servers going. Metal Gear Solid 3 subsistence, online mode, crazy shit. Because that sucks if you've paid money for a thing and then they said fuck you and turned the servers off. So my understanding too, though, is that some of the complication of getting this to be actually actionable is that in at least I think the UK proposition or so, after a certain number of signatures, it doesn't guarantee that action will be taken. It just means that people in Parliament will discuss it. They're forced to acknowledge. It's forced to be acknowledged and discussed openly, and in some cases they just kind of go we don't care about this or whatever. So that's unfortunately I think the downside of the nature of just getting signatures doesn't necessarily mean something.
Yeah, and if it's going into the UK Parliament, you can only hope that it gets in on a sober day.
Yeah. I think for the EU, it's a little bit different, and it seems like the latest news story there is that they got the vice president of the European Parliament to back the campaign. So the quote was, "A game once sold belongs to the customer." So cool. That's promising. I again, this being turned from an idea into something actually actionable seems like a far way to go, but it would be cool if the thing that you paid your money for was not then taken away from you when the company said, fuck you.
I think the strangest thing about this being a news story by far is that this seems like such an obvious, universally positive thing for literally everyone that you would have to be a crazy person to take any stance against this whatsoever. If this went through and all that, who could it possibly harm at all?
So Video Games Europe, the lobby that has all the companies I mentioned, is one person, certainly. There could be others, but for the lobby that large, their whole deal is basically, we don't want you to have to force extra potential costs, legal liabilities, and take away developer choice in the process of how they want to take the thing that the customer paid for away from them.
Yeah, I'm jorking it through my diaper at this.
Well, you figured it out.
Yeah. I just pull it out over the top.
Yes. No. Essentially, the Video Games Europe argument is that the creator of the game reserves the right to perpetually fuck over the purchaser of the game. And if you stop that from happening, then you will that restricts the developer's freedom
I don't give a shit.
to fuck over the player.
This is like the same kind of logic. It was like, it costs more to not dump it in the river. But it's faster. I don't give a shit.
It's right there. The river's right there. Yeah.
So, Woolie, there's something in content creation that's so funny, which is there's always this attitude of like, well, I'm gonna be part of the game development sphere one day, so I desperately want to make sure that I don't talk too much shit about this person or that person and speak too loudly about this or talk about any mechanics that would hurt my future sales on my thing in the future. It's been one of the most infuriating things. We've run into like dozens of people like this.
By doing this podcast here with me for the last
doors are closed.
It's a bit too late.
Oh yeah, they're oh man.
Listen, man.
My opinions are mine alone.
Look, the problem with the aforementioned diarrhea that I was just quoting is that okay, so Europe is a different place from North America, and
very true.
And being a different place means that they have different attitudes towards things. They are potentially more willing to go, hey, fuck you, when it comes to things like, the Fortnite dark patterns, for example.
Yeah.
We've also seen Australia get on top of bullshit. We've seen literally China be like, hey, if you're going to do gacha, you've got to show the percentages because get the fuck out of here.
Because of the children.
Right? Yeah. So different places have different attitudes towards that.
Like you load up Horse Game and every single time you click on it, it goes, hey, if you're a minor, fucking chill, maybe.
The list of companies that I described that are part of the Video Games Europe Union is extensive, and there is like negative chance that America could even fathom, could begin to think of a dream of a hope.
This is the fun part, where the Europe is a large enough region with enough people in it that represents like a large enough market share for this kind of consumer action, is that decisions made over there would in some way, even if not directly, affect us and our American buddies down south and people in Japan. Because specifically for this, for Stop Killing Games, if you ascertain that the consumer has a legal right to a game if they've purchased it, and it has to stop phoning home, then that means that that version of the game has to be provided to Europeans, and there's nothing stopping non-Europeans from having that version of the game also.
Yeah. The interesting trick here in a lot of these things is that if one significant enough market is forced to do something, then it becomes more cost effective to provide that everywhere on a single SKU than to divvy it up.
Yeah.
Right? And so the hope is that, like, if enough places are forcing this through, then places like America, it just becomes cost effective to not make a over you for living their version of it. That's the hope.
One of the reasons we have Steam refunds is because Australia mandated refunds. And Australia isn't that large of a country in population. But what it did cause, my assumption, is that Steam was like, well, we're going to have to do a full refund program in Australia. It's going to look really fucking bad if we only offer that shit in Australia. we're gonna look like the biggest motherfuckers in the world. And I assume that is part of the reason why that refund process rolled out to the rest of the world.
Yeah. I just know that when you look at this list of companies that are against the idea and you see literally the 30 biggest video game companies in the world all there, it's like,
I don't want to pay it.
Well, the power behind that is
the shareholders.
You know, nothing to fucking shake a stick at. I mean, that is an uphill battle. But hey, yeah, no, it would be nice. It would be nice if you didn't put the game down. Don't kill it. Stop it.
Just stop it. What an easy thing to get behind. What a crazy easy way to get to jump through a million hoops.
Would it be batshit nuts to just to swerve on that and find a reason?
Oh my god, you'd have to be fucking bananas, just a total buffoon.
And yet somehow let's see how it goes.